again, it like even under an abductive framework, it still does not follow that it is more likely that there's an outside consciousness that caused consciousness in the universe.
Yeah, but
you have to demonstrate that. There's no reason to think that.
Yeah, I gave you the reason, because the alternatives does not make this probable, does not make this expected. And the reason for that, again, are the properties we ascribe to matter and physical stuff. Nothing from that follow matter. We couldn't deduce it from those properties.
No, hi. So argument is, if there is a outside consciousness, then it's that a consciousness is also within some kind of cosmos, because he's saying that there is a bigger universe, and the consciousness of that universe created this universe within. Because when there is a consciousness cannot exist without relative plane. How can it? Without cosmos, how can there be consciousness? By logic, by reasoning, by definition, it's not. You can believe there is a consciousness outside, but the word consciousness, conscious plus ness, state of the understanding, some framework, conscious. Whenever you use word conscious, it implies there is at least two things there. One is being conscious of A, is being conscious of, aware of B, and creating some kind of understanding, either attractive understanding, repelling, or pushing or pulling or strange, and then create a understanding of that B. That understanding is called consciousness. Consciousness always entail a framework. When there is no framework, there is no consciousness. How can there be consciousness?
But wouldn't it be more intuitive to then proclaim that the mind is going to be the actuator of consciousness? Therefore, if consciousness is going to be this like extrinsic property, which is going to be the creator of all, wouldn't it be more intuitive to say that this mind is going to be the necessary faculty?
All of the evidence we have, I don't know what your name is, sir.
Yeah.
Guru,
or you can call me infinity minus one, or Guru. Yeah, Guru Yak.
Just call me Empathy.
Oh, so
Empathy. Sorry, I what's your name as well, sir?
Guryad. Guryaad. Yeah, Guryad.
Guryad.
Yeah.
Okay, so empathy. Shit, where were we? Yes, I agree with you. Like, from like all the evidence that we have, like it seems as though consciousness is like an emergent property of minds, and the only evidence that we actually have of minds is the human brain, essentially, in the framework of like the minds that we're talking about.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I wouldn't link it to that. So the problem I've got with that is, so if you're saying that the proclamation of the mind is contingent on the human experience, well then the point of contention for me is I would take the mind to just be the extrinsic property for experience, which is actualized, but then is going to be relying on physical bound properties such as like the brain for the actualization.
I'm not sure I'm following.
So I'm not necessarily like taking it to be the case that the mind is going to be dependent on humans. I'm just saying that the mind in itself, from like a spiritual aspect, is going to be the extrinsic property for experience. Now, this can like fall under like if you're familiar with like metaphysical claims, like this can follow like hylomorphic accounts, animalism, for example. Like I know personally, like you do run panpsychism.
I'm familiar with the words, but I have not read anything like panpsychism or anything like that. I have not.
I thought you were a panpsychist.
Who, me? No. Don't even know really what it is. I've heard the term, but I haven't read anything about it. Like,
Okay, so my argument, first of all, like English is, I guess, my third or fourth language, but still, like, my argument is so simple, so I can communicate here. My argument is, as long as there is a mind, so if there is a cosmic mind, collective mind of the universe, or another kind of mind, all mind entails the like substrate of cosmos, like space time. So because the cosmic man, because he is coming from theist side, so but you cannot say the consciousness is the god. Consciousness need a cosmos to exist, and the cosmos basically world. So is there god living within the world, within the cosmos? And then
How did you
cosmos
figure out that there
cosmos
has to be?
supersedes their god or their consciousness. Yeah.
How did you figure out that there has to be a transcosmic mind
There can't be.
that exists in order to make the cosmos exist? We don't know that. All I'm
No,
saying is like
but the, by
all we
definition of
know is
by
Disagreeing with you.
the
there's
definition of
You guys are
mind,
agreeing.
that definition of mind is a collection of data or information, or like some kind of information. There is a relativity. It's like it's a structure, it's a framework. So when there is a framework, there is a relativity, there is a connections, there is a relations. So when there is a relation, it's a cosmic structure. And when there is a cosmic structure, it needs some kind of space time, some kind of phenomenal world.
Are you a structuralist, Infinite Q?
No, like I know, actually, not just believe that what transcends, but it's not the consciousness. So I don't know what word you can put on me. Maybe I don't. Okay, let me tell you in simple word. Even this not a very right word, divinity in English. I said all the spirituality is part of the matrix, is part of the cosmic structure. If something's transcending the this whole cosmic structure, you want to call it divine, then maybe you can say, yeah, you can create a word. Oh, I do have a word for. So I coined a word like 6 years ago, rheology. So we talk about something real, which is, and we separate the realities and real. So, so in my school or my equation I talk, I said all realities are transient, they are not eternal, and all realities are phenomenal. So there is no ultimate reality is a god, even is a ultimate or lower. As long as it's a reality, is a phenomenal. It's a phenomena. So we are talking about something. We don't only talk metaphysical. We talk about meta spiritual, meta matrix, meta quantum, meta wave field. So so when we talk meta, we talk about meta of everything, not just physical.
Yeah. I have a
Meta
question,
mind.
sir. See,
Yeah.
yeah, one question I have is you mentioned there is a cosmic structure and that is probably equal to mind. Where does the soul and the life fit in? Because the consciousness, is that a different structure from the cosmic structure?
In my rheology, we don't have this fourth element called soul. We have origin, mind, like metaphysical world and metaphysical structures, and the physical structures. There is no space for soul. Is the pseudo concept which that's why humanity is so confused for so long. That
So
eternal,
what
the
is the
soul, by soul I mean, if you want to call the awareness part soul, it's fine, but by soul mainstream, it have one component attached to it, whether you go to Muslim, Hindu, anywhere. They said the soul, everybody have a soul, and soul is something which never dies, which
one
always
second,
live.
sir.
Yeah.
One second, sir. I want to get what is the first one you said?
Origin or source.
What is that source?
Yeah.
A source. A
Source or
source.
a origin.
What? A region.
Origin. Yeah. ORIG and
Origin.
whatever spelling.
Okay, so you believe there is something called a source or origin, and the second thing is the metaphysical part of it, which is the mind. and the third one is the physical reality, right? The material world.
Even material reality is just like a holographic, so we feel it dense. But yeah, so fundamentally there are two: the source and the wave field. So the physical
How did you
reality
figure
is the symptom of wave field.
Okay.
How did you figure out that
What is
the physical reality that we experience is not real, and that it's just in fact
No,
the
it's
matrix
right now
or
it's
an
a real.
illusion?
Right now it's a real. Like of course it's a real. Like when we see, oh, let's say when we see the pictures of nebula, so we know those colors are, but we those colors represent is exactly what it is. It's separate different waves, different gases, different stuff, and it gives us a very clear picture of it. So
I
yeah,
don't know though. I don't know
but
because color is just going to be based on perception of physical physical properties, right? Which are observant, but who's to say like color in itself is virtuously going to be true? So, I can just invoke like time relativity, and time relativity is just going to deem your position to be unintuitive. Then.
So when we say source, so now let's understand the structure. So the source structure, cosmic structure, the mind structure,
no.
and the physical structure. They are independent of each other, right?
Source is meta of any structure.
So both of these structures, source is source, right?
No, source supersedes any structure, whether cosmic,
What I meant to
physical,
say.
metaphysical, it supersedes all that.
Yeah. So you meant by superseding. What do you mean by superseding?
Superseding when there is no structure, whatever become a source when there is a structure is still there.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
there
that's
is
what I
no
meant.
structure is still there.
Yeah, we're on the same page. So that means the source must have created these other two structures, which is
Not
both the
created.
mind
I
and
don't use word created. Creator and creation is so contradictory concept.
Okay, so manifested. How can we use the word manifested over a long period of time?
Manifested. I use basically origin and origination. Like you can say generator and generation. So origin and origination.
No. We have to use a word that means it
No,
has
what's wrong
formless.
with my word? Origination.
Which one? Which
Origin,
word?
origin, the source, origin, same thing. When I initially said I
Okay.
used
So
two words.
now,
Initially I used two
okay.
words, source and origin. So I
Okay.
said you can call it source or origin. So when I use origin, then another thing, origination. So let's say generation, generator and generation.
Okay. So now give me a sentence that has the word origin or source that is connected to the physical world. Okay. Leave the mind aside. Let's work on the physical world. Okay. Tell me how the physical world comes about from the source in one sentence.
No.
Use some
Look,
words.
listen again. Physical world is just a symptom. You know, if you go a little behind last time I told you, fundamentally I only see two things: the source and the like a part. You can say wave field, and this physical world is just a different like a dense waves. So physical world is just a symptom of wave field. So physical world
Okay,
can't
fine.
come
I understood,
direct.
sir.
Physical world is the symptom of the wave field. The what I
So
say
fine. So how
origination.
did so explain how did the physical world come into being? Explain that. From the source, how did it come into being?
You know what? Again, let's say, let me give you in this room because I need a proper paper and stuff to do that. But here, in like when verbally, I can tell. Let me tell you. So it's a different formation of the this wave 2D world, the wave field, which we feel like a light. Light when there is a spectrum, so we see colors, but wave itself have no color. So it's not the color is not something solid thing, but we when we see something color, it's a solid to us. We perceive it as a something painted and stuck there. So same thing. Let's
Okay,
say
right,
there is
sir.
there
I
is a table
understood
in
this.
table in front of me. So there's a different condensed form of the wave field which feel like a wood here, and my skin look skin when I go to when that wave dense wave obstruct my hand wave structure. So it's abstracted, and I feel the softness, hardness, and stuff. This in
Okay,
this
so
verbal
let me give you
verbal okay,
hold
in
on.
this verbal, listen
Yes,
me.
sir.
Let's understand, because in this verbal communication I can only explain you at some level, because I need a proper table, you need to sit with me. So that's a different way of explaining things. But let me understand from which stand of point you are coming. You are coming from some advaitic or consciousness as a god, something.
No,
Let's
no.
What's your
I'm
stand?
asking
Rishi,
you.
what's your
I don't
stand?
know
No,
anything
no,
about.
because I don't know from
I
which
don't know
angle you
any
are
stand.
arguing with me, because I need to answer
I'm
you
not
from
arguing,
that.
sir. I'm not arguing. I'm trying to get clarity from you.
No,
So
no,
let me put it in a sentence. Hold on.
hold on,
Let me put it
Rishi,
in one
Rishi, Rishi,
sentence.
Rishi. You need
First,
to
one
understand
second.
one thing. I came up to question the concept of consciousness as all transcend. If you want to prove that, you are welcome. Otherwise, you can join my room. If you want to long discussion, you can always come to my room. And I know you, I am comfortable more in the Indic languages. I already told English is my third or fourth language. I know you must have know those languages. I will be more comfortable and explain you better.
Yeah, which language?
Okay.
Which Indian
So
languages?
yeah.
Could you speak
So
Telugu? Do
yeah,
you
we
speak
will
Telugu?
talk. Tell me,
No,
did
hold
you
on, sir.
did you come to prove the consciousness as the God? Why you
No.
come up?
Okay.
Yeah, why you
Thank you
come
for
up?
speaking for such a
Tell
long.
me.
Okay. Thank you for speaking such a long time.
Hmm.
Now let me speak a little bit. Okay. Let me answer your questions one by one, and also
I have
answer
no
what I can
question,
talk. Okay.
buddy. I
Number
have
one.
no question. I object. I
Okay.
explain my. Listen to
Let me
me.
ask my
Listen to me.
question, sir.
Listen to me. My argument is any type of consciousness need a substrate of cosmic substrate to exist. If you said no, consciousness exists without any substrate, prove it. Go ahead.
No. I'm not interested in
Prove
all
it.
those discussion. I'm only
I
interested.
know why you
No,
are
that's
here.
okay.
I know why you are
Hold
here.
on.
I
Okay,
knew why you
hold
are
on.
here.
I'm not here to disagree with you. I'm here to learn from you. Okay.
So no, I
I'm
am
not
not
here
here
to
to
disagree
teach
with you.
anyways. Dude, listen me. Our teaching,
Okay.
our school have eligibility criteria. You need to show me that you are able to learn. I am not here to teach anything. I never
All
go
right.
to any
You want?
open. I never go to any public forum to teach people. When people bring some pseudo concept as the real or something truth,
You keep
I
talking, man.
no, I
Stop
that's
for
what
one
I do,
second.
because I can debunk this concept of consciousness, and I can challenge people to prove it, and just prove it. If you think consciousness is a god, just
Okay.
prove it.
Yeah, you can prove it to me that consciousness does not exist. You can prove it to me, okay?
No,
But let's
nobody
meet
said
on
it
my
does not
live. You want
exist.
to come on my
No,
live?
no, 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 no.
Huh?
Let again, just existing of thing in front of you are
Bro.
sitting on something, maybe chair that exists right now. No, again,
Yes.
just
I agree.
when
I don't know if you
listen
can
me,
agree. I know I agree.
Rishi, let me make you clear. When I say consciousness can't be all transcendent, it doesn't mean it don't exist in this world. It doesn't mean I am saying consciousness don't exist within the world, within the universe, within the cosmos. I am
Okay.
saying consciousness cannot exist without any phenomenal world or without any cosmic world. That's what my statement is. I never said
And you want me to?
consciousness
Okay.
don't exist at all.
Okay, fine. That is a very
Yeah.
hard thing for people to. Hold on. Thank you for speaking. One second. Okay, hold on. So thank you for speaking for such a long time, and you didn't let me
You,
speak it.
because you didn't
Whatever.
understand my
Speak. So
point.
hold on.
Are
Keep the
you
fucking
are
mouth shut.
blaming me for something I never said.
I didn't blame you
Yeah.
anything,
So
man.
you are so
What did
dumb.
I blame you
You
for?
don't understand. We
Can
are
you please
talking
stop
about
speaking for one
transcending
second?
thing, and you
Can
said
you?
you. How can you said consciousness don't
Hey,
exist at
brother,
all?
shut up.
I know you are a
Can you
Hindu,
please?
and
Both of you,
your
shut
bum
up.
get hurt
Shut up for a
because
second, or I'll drop you
I
both.
challenge your God here. That your
Quiet,
God
quiet,
consciousness, I
quiet,
challenge it.
quiet, both of you, both of you. If you don't start showing some decorum, I will drop you
Yeah,
both.
so yeah, I am going. I can open my room. He can go to my room because I know why he. I knew he gets so his bum gets so hurt, so that's why he up. So he have a challenge. Prove your consciousness as a god, transcending God. That's it. Simple. That's my question. Now answer
I'm
it.
not interested in.
You are not
No.
interested. Why you are up?
I don't know
I
what
can open a
consciousness is.
room and come prove your consciousness as a all transcending. Come,
Okay.
I'm opening right
Yeah. Okay.
now. Right now. I'm going
Open
and
it and
opening
share it
right
with me,
now.
sir.
Yeah.